Hey everybody, welcome back. This is another TTM video, and as we're fond of saying, TTM just stands for Through the Mail. TTM, Through the Mail. And we like to seek autographs from our favorite athletes and celebrities through the mail. We send them a self-addressed stamped envelope along with a photograph or a card of them and ask for their autographs, and you'll be surprised how many times you can get a return autograph. And those who do, come to YouTube, so that way we can share the information. And if you see your favorite star, favorite athlete, or favorite celebrity, you can say, hey, I can get that person's autograph as well. We like to share information. I'll have my email below. If you need any autographs, feel free to shoot me an email or comment down below. I'll be happy to respond to you. But let's just get right into it. The first one is a return to sender, and that's former coach of USC and the Rams in professional football, John Robinson. That is a return to sender. If you have a better address for him, let me know down below, and I'll be happy to send that request back out to him. But I thought I'd let everybody know that that address is no longer good. The first successful return today is from West Palm Beach, Florida, Stuart, Florida to be exact. And that is 75-year-old former third baseman, and as you see here, manager in this 89 Topps traded, Doug Rader, here shown as a manager for the Angels, and then here as a player for the Astros. Played for 11 seasons, from 67 to 77, mostly for the Astros. He was one heck of a defensive third baseman. He won 5 consecutive Gold Gloves from 1970 to 1974. 5 consecutive. Had 155 lifetime home runs. And after his playing career, obviously, he became a manager through the 1980s for the Rangers and the White Sox, and as you see here, for the Angels. I got that back. I sent 2 different requests to Doug Rader. Sent these 2 Astros cards as a player and got those back in 6 days. And then I sent a second request after receiving this card. I believe that was in a Fairfield Cube that I got that card. And I got that back from him in 10 days. So very quick either way. Expect an average of about 8 days, and there's no fee for third baseman extraordinaire Doug Rader. Second return is another player who also managed after his playing career was over. This is 73-year-old Larry Bowa, who played shortstop for 16 seasons, from 1970 to 1985, for several teams, mostly for the Phillies, as you see here, and for the Cubs. Really good player in his career. Had over 2,200 hits, I think, 5 times an All-Star, 2-time Gold Glover. Now, a lot of people believe, Bowa fans believe, that he was overshadowed through the Gold Glove. He only won 2 Gold Gloves, even though he led the league in fielding percentage year after year after year, probably about 5 or 6 years in total. But he was kind of overshadowed by other National League shortstops in his era. World champion for the Phillies in 1980. Then he became a manager for the Padres and the Phillies. He's coached several teams. And most recently, last year, I think he served as special advisor to the general manager for the Phillies. He's very quick on his returns. There's no fee. I got that back in 7 days for Larry Bowa. And he's known for signing in odd places. I remember, I think Caleb may have gotten one back. He signed it at the very top in the dark. But he signed both of those in good positions. So hats off to Larry Bowa for that. Third return today is another 70s player. This was a 77-year-old left-handed pitcher for 15 seasons from 61 to 75, mostly as seen here for the Indians. Sudden Sam McDowell, who signed that beautifully in blue fine tip Sharpie. 6-time All-Star, led the American League in strikeouts 5 different seasons. Sudden Sam, because of his tall frame, I think it says here he's 6'5", 218 pounds. So he's very tall, and he had a very smooth windup, and then that caused the ball to appear to come even faster than it really was, and he threw very, very hard. But he was nicknamed Sudden Sam. And at the tail end of his career with the Indians, kind of had disputes with ownership, and they traded him in '72 for Gaylord Perry. McDowell's career was kind of going downhill at that time, and unfortunately for the team they traded him to, Perry went to the Indians and won 24 games and won the AL Cy Young Award that first year, 1972. But Sam McDowell was a great pitcher in his own right. I mean, he had close to 2,500 strikeouts. Again, he was a 6-time All-Star. He does charge. He's $5 per, and I got that back in 25 days. Fourth and final return is another 77-year-old. This is a former defensive end for 16 seasons, 16 long seasons when you play that long in the NFL. From 64 to 79 with the Minnesota Vikings. Hall of Famer Carl Eller. This guy was a member of the famed Purple People Eater defense, 1970s Vikings. A consistent playoff guy and went to a few Super Bowls. NFL Defensive Player of the Year, 1971. Had a great career. 6-time Pro Bowler. NFL All-Decade Team for the 1970s. And he was elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2004. Defensive end, Carl Eller. That's it, guys. I got that back. He does charge. It's a $5 charge for Carl Eller. I got that back in 23 days. So that's it. Those are the 4 today. Player manager Doug Rader, player manager Larry Bowa, sudden Sam McDowell, and Hall of Famer Carl Eller. Really appreciate you guys watching. As always, thank you to my subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. You're the reason I do this. If you haven't subscribed, think about subscribing. Click that notification bell. That way you'll be notified of all my future videos. Comment down below. If you have a question or comment, shoot me an email. My email is always in the description below. If you don't feel like commenting, you can always shoot me an email, and I'll respond privately. Click that thumbs up button if you like what you see. And really appreciate you guys watching. And goodbye for now, and we'll see you soon.